We've all had that moment when it feels like our parents just don't get it. You explain, argue, try to make your point, and nothing changes. It's like there's this invisible wall between generations. But what if the problem isn't just a lack of understanding? What if there's a smarter way to handle it without constantly fighting or giving in? Sadhguru has a different take on these conflicts, and it might completely change how you see the situation. Every generation thinks their struggles are unique, but there's a pattern that's been repeating for centuries: the conflict between parents and children. Parents who were once young themselves seem to forget what it feels like to be misunderstood. They believe that just because they survived a world without the internet and social media, they know what's best for their kids. But do they really? A young person today could spend hours explaining how technology has changed the world, yet they'll still hear the same old line: "Back in my day, things were different." The real issue isn't just the time gap between generations, it's how each side views life. For parents, stability and security have always been top priorities. For their kids, freedom and personal fulfillment matter most. The clash happens when one side tries to convince the other that their way is the only right way. But if parents once faced these same struggles, why can't they accept that their kids will go through the same process? The answer lies in fear, the fear that making the wrong choices could lead to an uncertain future. And here's the big irony. In trying to protect their kids, parents often become the biggest obstacle to their growth. If someone wants to take a different path, whether it's choosing an unconventional career or a lifestyle outside the norm, they'll almost always face resistance. But here's a hard truth: every choice comes with a price. The real question isn't whether parents will approve or not, but whether the person is willing to pay that price. Choosing a path that goes against expectations never comes for free. If someone decides to pursue an artistic career instead of something safe, like law or medicine, the price might be years of financial instability and disapproving looks from family members. If someone chooses to prioritize their own well-being over meeting others' expectations, they might have to deal with criticism and even isolation. The struggle isn't just about making a choice, it's about handling the resistance that comes with it. A lot of people think they can have it all without giving up anything, but reality doesn't work that way. Anyone who chooses an unconventional path needs to understand that every open door closes another. Parental support might decrease, social circles may change, and even self-confidence will be tested. But here's the truth: every big achievement requires sacrifice. The real question isn't whether it's worth it, but whether you're willing to pay the price for what you truly want. The biggest trap is trying to please everyone, and in the end, not even pleasing yourself. If someone follows what society considers right, but it goes against their true self, the price will be a life of frustration. If they follow their heart, they'll have to deal with challenges and judgment. But in the end, what's harder, facing external pressure or living a life without authenticity? Before making a decision, it's important to weigh the cost of each choice. Before taking any step, the key question is, am I really willing to pay the price? Many people dream of the freedom to live life on their own terms, but don't want to deal with the struggles that come with it. They want to start a business, but without the risk of failure. They want to chase a dream, but without facing criticism or instability. In the real world, that's not how it works. Every choice comes with a price, and ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. It's not just about knowing what you want, it's about understanding what you'll have to give up to get it. If someone wants to travel the world, they might have to accept financial uncertainty for a while. If they want a career outside the norm, they may have to deal with a lack of family support. The problem isn't the price itself, but the illusion that you can have everything without giving anything up. Frustration kicks in when people realize they weren't prepared for the cost. That's where many give up halfway. Dreams that once seemed exciting start feeling heavy when reality sets in. That's why evaluating the cost before taking action is crucial. It's not enough to want something, you have to be willing to fight for it. Those who understand this game have a better chance of moving forward without regrets. But what if the price seems too high? Well, then another question comes up. Is the goal really worth it to you? Because in the end, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. What makes sense for one person might not make sense for another. Some are willing to sacrifice comfort for freedom, while others prefer stability, even if it means giving up certain dreams. There's no single right path, because everyone has a different tolerance level for the consequences of their choices. The real problem comes when people try to follow a model that doesn't align with who they truly are. The key is knowing how far you're willing to go. If someone values security, forcing themselves into a risky lifestyle just because it sounds exciting won't work. If they seek independence, they can't expect outside support to last forever. A common mistake is making decisions based on what others think is right without really considering the impact on their own life. Every choice has a price, but only the person paying it can decide if it's worth it. And this is where a key factor comes in: resilience. Some people accept the consequences of their decisions and push forward, while others give up at the first obstacle. The difference lies in how much they truly value what they want. When the desire is real, a person will find a way to overcome the challenges. But is everyone willing to do that? In the end, the answer to this question separates those who turn dreams into reality from those who stay stuck in the what-ifs at the end of the day. It's not about convincing your parents, it's about understanding what truly matters to you and being willing to deal with the consequences. The clearer you are about your choices, the less internal conflict you'll have. So, let me ask you, are you ready to make decisions for yourself without regrets? If you want to keep learning how to transform your life, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.